Guys, welcome back to North Carolina. This has been an excellent trip so far with the people of Detroit Speed, and this is Stacy Tucker, the wife of Kyle Tucker, whose Camaro we just drove. And thank you, Stacy, for your time.
Hi, everybody.
I can't actually see her face because of the halo bars, but this is your '69 Camaro.
That's right.
And it is beautiful. So tell me all about it.
Well, there's a lot to tell.
Give me the biggies, the big things.
It has, the first thing is it has all of our suspension parts, our hydroform subframe, our quadrolink subframe connectors, everything we make for first-gen Camaros.
Mm-hmm. And JRI shocks.
And JRI shocks with our tuning. And additionally, it has a MAST Motorsports LS3 black label engine and makes 580 at the wheels.
And what does it weigh? And
3450 scaled, full of fuel and driver. So it's
and driver, I'm jealous. But not this driver, I assure you. And this is a 6-speed car.
That's correct.
Just like the other car. Underneath this car and Kyle's car are pretty similar, right? It's all about the fine tuning.
That's correct.
All right, well, let's have a go. What I love, the key is right here. This is because with the harnesses, it's hard to reach.
That's right. And that's so I can reach it.
Oh, yes. It's gonna get loud, Stacy. So you gotta talk pretty much as loud as you can.
Okay, I will.
All right. So 315s in the front, 335s in the back.
Right, and that's with our mini tubs.
Oh, and it's good. So the one of the biggest differences you mentioned between your car and your husband's car, and for some reason these roads have just gotten busy, and I don't know why, and I apologize, but what you were saying that one of the biggest difference is Kyle's car is drive-by-wire and your car is cable throttle, OG.
Correct.
So the actual, the feel of the accelerator pedal is quite a bit different. This has kind of a heavy accelerator pedal, which is how you said you like it.
That's right. I like a heavy throttle, a heavy steering, I like to feel the road. I like the feel of the car.
All about feel. It's really good. It's really good. So the front half of your bodywork is all carbon.
It's all carbon fiber.
And then the back half is all steel.
That's right.
So do you know what your weight distribution is, front, rear?
The cross 50-50.
50-50 cross.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Yes, that's correct.
You actually raced this car a bit, yeah?
Yes.
Happy medium for all your activities.
Right.
Okay, well, let's see if the engine's happy. Wow!
Is it happy?
That's happy. Oh, that's Happy Gilmore. That's beyond happy. This feels faster than Kyle's car. Is it?
Yeah, it is. It has a little more horsepower, but we won't tell him that.
Oh my God. Stacy, this car is so fast. And you told me, so 6-piston bare brakes, front and rear, same size disc, but you have a Motorsport ABS system in here.
Right, it's a Bosch ABS, and it is awesome.
Is it?
You cannot flat spot the tires.
Can I try it?
You can try it.
Can I try getting an ABS?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll find a spot that's safe. There's nobody behind us, okay? Heavy braking.
Whatever you want.
Wow, that's ABS.
That is.
That's legit ABS.
That is.
That was great. And wow, and by the way, this stopped really quick. Okay, let's go. This is great. Really direct steering, like no input required. I mean, every little centimeter. And then unlike Kyle's car, what I love about your gearbox is you have an electronic reverse lockout. In Kyle's car on the 4-5 shift, I was kind of ending up in a no man's land because that's where the reverse gate is. But you just hit a button here and you fifth as hard as you can't end up in reverse. That is good.
That's right, and that's what I requested, because maybe it's driver, maybe it's engineering me, I don't know.
Well, you have a lot of experience. I mean, you race a lot. You have some serious cars, and if you think you need that, the average driver probably really needs it.
It helps a lot in your confidence and your driving.
What's the final drive in this car? You know?
Gosh,
You don't know?
I should know. Oh, you mean the rear axle?
The rear axle.
389.
389?
Yes,
Okay, so same
389.
as Kyle's car.
Correct. I thought you meant transmission.
What's great about this thing is, I mean, it looks like a race car and sounds like a race car, but actually, it's real easy to cruise. It would make a perfectly fine cruiser, although that would be kind of a waste of a great motor, wouldn't it?
It would, but actually I drove it 8 hours to Holly LS Fest a couple weeks ago.
8 hours?
Had a great time.
And you have a rated Bluetooth stereo.
Yes.
Vintage air conditioning.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, there is nothing about this car that I would change. Your clutch take up is really high. The bite point is very high on
Yes.
the clutch.
Yes.
Is that intentional, so you don't have to press it all the way to shift, or that's just sort of how the cookie crumbles?
It's not necessarily intentional. It's how it turned out.
Yeah.
And it's a light center force clutch, so it isn't a triple disc, but it's as light as it can be.
I love the power. I mean, the power delivery of these is great. It's tricky to get used to the fact that because you have power brakes, the accelerator pedal, at least in the beginning, is actually heavier than the brake pedal. So when you're heel towing, you have to be, light on the brake while simultaneously heavy on the gas. But that takes 5 seconds to learn, and then you're good. This car is great.
And the power band is really nice and linear.
It's even, yeah. Because the thing about engines like this is, yeah, it makes 650 horsepower up top, but it's really easy to use less than that if you want. It doesn't jump out and bite you out of nowhere.
Correct.
Especially with the heavy pedal.
Yes.
The heavy pedal really does keep you from accidentally giving it way too much throttle. You think about it first. Yeah, it's like, are you sure? You ready? Wheel straight? Okay, now press harder, It's just like, it's easy. This car really doesn't ask a whole lot back from me. Kind of just get in it and go.
That's right. You just get in, turn the key, and go. And that's what we aim for, is no excuses. Just hand the customer the keys and say, here you go.
I like the term "no excuses." That's a good one. There's no asterisks after it, right? There's one asterisk, which is you have to let the oil temp come up before you drive it anywhere.
As in with any car, you should let it warm up.
But this is the only thing I would change about this entire car is I would want the steering wheel 3 inches higher, which I'm told is like 2 bolts, just to adjust it. Because this is, embarrassingly, she's in her seat and I'm in the passenger seat, and they had to switch them, which is a little embarrassing. But Stacy is a very petite woman, and so so that's the way the cookie crumbles. And then it's got sort of this auto hold at idle 2000, right, for a second.
Yes, and that is to prevent the stall.
Yeah.
Because of the LS7.
Right, like if it came down too fast, it could
Correct.
choke itself because it's got a big cam in it and
Correct.
stuff. Yeah. But this one is not the dart block, right? This one's
Correct.
the regular. So
Yes.
is it like, do you start with this block and then when you blow this one up, then it's like, well, I guess we got to get a dart block?
We just tried the other one just to try it. We're always testing and trying.
Sure. Okay, first gear is a little tricky still. Getting off the line's a little tricky still. I don't think I'd like to be stuck in a traffic jam with it. Is this a manual electric fan? Should I hit that?
No, the fan comes on automatically, but that's just in case you think you need it. Just to save an engine.
So this is your personal toy, and demo car and whatnot. But do you get customers who come in and go, build me that, I want that exact thing?
Yes, we do.
And then you tell them how much it costs and they go, never mind, don't build me that?
Many of our customers say, okay.
Really? That's good. Is it this one or the next one?
It's the next one.
Okay, sorry. It must be nice to have customers, because Detroit Speed is, I've heard your name since long before I met you guys. It's this one, right?
Keep going. At the light.
Oh, okay. Is it nice that you guys have customers with open minds now?
It's very nice. We have very good customers that appreciate what we do and know that they're getting what they expect in function, and that what the end product will be a Detroit Speed car.
There's a big difference between selling someone parts and building someone a car here, isn't there?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
How many complete cars can you guys build in a year?
That's a very good question. We get that asked a lot, and it depends what the scope of the car is. Sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 6. So it depends on the depth of the project.
Does it depend on the state of the car as when it comes?
Yes.
That's the thing with old cars.
Oh,
People
it's a
bring
perfect
in,
car. Nothing needs to be done to the body, and we blast it, and there's nothing left of the body.
The body's held together by the rust.
That's right.
Yeah. This seems like, I don't know. It's me personally. It's tough to put together a muscle car that's deep into the 6 figures. I understand when I see the itemized bill why it is that way.
Right.
It's tough, but I mean, but if you're into this sort of stuff, this has got to be just about as good as it gets. I mean, I haven't driven any other muscle cars besides these that are as out of the box. And your whole team's like, oh, here's the keys, go. There's no, oh, but you got to do this. Oh, well, when it does this, you want to do that, and watch out for the this, and watch that gauge. Like, they just throw me keys and say, here, have fun, and that's it.
And that's the whole point of what we do, is just go.
Oh, and it sounds lovely. This was awesome. Thank you so much for letting me drive your car, Stacy.
You're welcome.
This is so cool. Wait. I really appreciate it. I mean, this is such a neat experience because, literally every 69 Camaro is different. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I go drive a 2010 911 and they're all more or less the same.
Right.
But these things it's been so long that they're all so different. And so the really, really good ones are really, really good. And then it starts to go kind of downhill quickly, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. You never know what you're going to get in the lower end of this kind of stuff.
Right.
Thank you so much. This is wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me out here.
I appreciate you driving it.
Oh, this is great. DetroitSpeed.com, Detroit Speed on Instagram, Detroit Speed on Facebook. They got every suspension component for every muscle car, basically, right? And they got a beautiful facility if you find yourself in outside of Charlotte. Come on in and check it out because it's crazy. And I may have. Am I driving one more car? I think I have one more car.
I believe you have a surprise.
I think I got one more car to drive while I'm here. Thank you, Stacy, and thank Kyle for me as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, and I'll see you later.
Thanks, everybody.
Done.